Hazbin Hotel episode 2 reaction. That's totally not late, guys. Just ignore the fact this was meant to come out on Friday. If it makes it better, I've reacted to episodes 3 and 4, so maybe I'll release them together or at least a little earlier to make up for the fact that I forgot about this one, but honestly, I don't have anything else to say, so let's just get right into it.
Do y'all see that in the corner? Is that Lute next to her? Or is that just a random exterminator? You're making him cry. Who gave her an arm? Can she not just regenerate? Oh no, yeah, she was attacked by Vaggie, I forgot. They got her arm pretty quickly, I respect that. But guess what? You will never be Savika. You will never be Savika, Lute. You wish you could be her. You will never be her. Who's guarding Heaven Gates now that Peter is here? God knows. Yeah, it is really funny that she's like, in Gravity, she's like, I'm gonna take Vaggie from you, Charlie, and I'm gonna kill her the way that you killed my boyfriend. And the whole time, it was nifty.
Hi, hello, Abel here, son of Adam, rest in peace. As much as I'd like to honor my dear...
Is that Abel and Cain? Where's Cain?
I really just wanted
Is Cain in hell? Who's the one who killed the other? Cain killed Abel? Okay, so Cain is probably in hell. Who is this?
Who that in the bed?
That's the son. Speaker of God? That's why he said, I swear on the speaker. Is this their way of getting around not showing God? Obviously, I mean, that would get in a lot of trouble, I can imagine. They're already getting in hot water for having biblical characters, so yeah, I can imagine they don't want to try and even attempt showing God. But yeah, okay, that's smart. I'll give them that. That is smart. That is a very nice design. Yeah, I was gonna say this whole scene kind of mirrors the trial scene that they had. They put all the budget into her. Like, this whole thing kind of reflects the scene that they had in Hell of a Boss, where Blitz was on trial. Yeah, doves are like messenger, but birds in general are like considered messengers. Ooh, I was in London. I was in London, you guys. I was in London. I was in London. London. Oh, I was not ready for that design. Alright, it's okay. It looks better face forward. Why didn't he have a British voice? Why didn't he have a British voice? That's British erasure. Oh god. So basically someone got murdered in front of him and he didn't do anything? How is that his fault? But maybe this might be a good play situation.
I don't think I said everything I wanted to say about this scene because I was too busy cracking jokes about him being British, but I will say I feel like this is a very interesting first sin to be revealed because it's not black and white like murder or rape or something like that. It's actually quite gray. Like, he's essentially gotten sent to hell for being a bystander, and choosing this to be the first sin revealed and making it not so straightforward is so interesting to me because it makes me wonder, what are the standards for getting sent to hell? And what I mean by is this a good place moment is the show trying to communicate to us that heaven has too high of standards for anyone to get into it, and that's why hell is so overpopulated? Or were they just trying to make his sin match up with his sacrifice? I'm not sure, but I really hope it's the prior.
He was a spineless coward who let people be murdered.
Says the extermination angel who literally kills people. It might be Jack the Ripper. That would make sense. You know, British.
You are a cleansed soul.
So it's essentially going to be a thing where they have to...
Nothing left to fear.
They have to specifically do something that counteracts why they went to hell in the first place. Oh, she is massive, yeah. I love these designs, though. I like that not all of them look human.
I cannot believe this. Your Highness, I know you are...
Is she allowed to do that? Is she allowed to go to the speaker of God? Like, right in her face? I'm surprised she didn't get struck down for that.
Hell herself. We cannot fall for
Yeah, even if he did, like, what was he supposed to do? Like, she's right in her face.
Hi, post-editing Digi again. This scene is really exemplary of one of the issues that Hazbin Hotel has, and that's not interacting with the world the way that they set it up. I'm assuming that the Speaker of God is probably the highest in the hierarchy we're going to be able to get, so why is it that Lute, a lowly extermination angel, can come to her face and challenge her like this with minimal recompense? Like, yeah, okay, she gets slightly chastised by Sarah, but nobody pulls rank, nobody mentions their title, so it makes me wonder, what's the point of even having these titles if we're not going to interact with them? It's kind of like how Charlie being the Princess of Hell is barely a plot factor at this point. Imagine having a prestigious ballroom dinner and everything set up, all the fancy plates and cutlery, and then you open the little cloche things, and the only thing that's being served is plain white bread. You'd really just sit there and wonder, what was the point? And that's exactly how I feel about this. What is the point of setting everything up in this manner if we're not going to interact with it?
I wish we get the reason for why Sarah was so insistent on Hell Uprising. Because if we're gonna go with the, oh, heaven and hell are cool and they're gonna work together, then at least give us a reason for why Sarah thought they were gonna uprise.
And now he's dead.
Because he tried to kill people.
Army high. As what? As head of.
Oh, hey, Lute. Sorry to interrupt, but I think I'm actually the new head of the Exorcists.
That's the wrong number!
So everyone just looks like a jackass with that mask on. Because he went from looking like he was high as hell to looking like he asked you what bands, like, God, okay, I fumbled on that. He went from looking like he was high to asking you to name 5 songs off of the band shirt that you wear.
They hit us back and we just pussy out.
But they didn't hit you back. It's like you hit me, I hit you, you hit me back again. It's like you guys have been starting. You guys have been starting back. What? I get why she thinks the way she is. She's prejudiced. Da, da, da. Why is no one else bringing it up? That's the thing that annoys me. Why is no one else being like, hey, well, we kind of was killing them first. That's kind of crazy.
We need to go down and
Lute, enough.
Ooh, the eyes. He gives a fuck.
Like, really well, okay?
we get it, Peter. Shut up.
We get it, Peter. Shut up. Oh, I like Emily.
You know I'm right deep down. Please.
Peter and Lucifer have the same side profile because they don't have any noses.
The decisions are...
Yeah, it's a very on-the-nose hypocrisy thing. Like, oh, wow, Charlie can't swear, but these guys can. It's why I didn't really like how Adam was done. I wish it would have been a little more subtle, the hypocrisy. But it's, like, out in the open. And that's something that really annoys me. There's no subtlety to it. Ooh, Lilith, guys! We're getting Lilith, guys! So you can reach someone by phone in heaven. How the hell does that happen? Please show us more. Please show us more. I am interested. Oh yeah, she's definitely a baddie, yeah. But I want to know more about you, ma'am. Please do. I hope they have a good reason that Lilith is ignoring them, or she just sucks.
Oh, well, no. I don't think you can. You know this
At least she's honest.
doesn't happen. That's why it's
Screw off.
special and
My computer is out of charge.
No, no, I'm here for you, and you'll love
Oh, poor Pentious. The heaven songs don't really hit for me. It's a good song, but it's a little poppy. So this is the first time someone's ever been redeemed, so we don't know all this yet. Molly Frame. What does she look like? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Angel's sister Hazbin Hotel. Okay, so she looks like that. Okay. I also like the double messaging, like, hey man, you're entirely alone here. No one here looks like you. Ooh! Yeah, heaven looks boring as hell. Do bad movies go to heaven? I assume only bad movies are in heaven. I do like this. I like this. Aw, Pentious.
I thought what I was doing was right for our people. But now I'm faced with knowing it was
But
wrong.
why did you think it was right?
This whole time, those souls.
I think this was in production way before the Stolas animation, but it's a funny coincidence. Damn, y'all are going ham on the songs. Yeah, I assume that's the point. It's like, oh, look at this. Heaven actually isn't that great. Ooh! This is a good song. I take it back what I said about heaven songs. Literal chills. Hazbin, you will always get your chance when it comes to the songs. Oh damn, she just left you. They were not playing. They ate that. Oh my god, can we put her under the jail? Can we put her 5 feet under the jail? She is a public menace. Don't show me those tears. I don't care. You crying like you weren't killing them people. Let me give her a chance. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. My bad, Lute. I wasn't saying nothing. Wow, someone's menstruating.
Yes, sir.
You guys think Lute will become a fallen angel? That is cool. I don't know why. I don't know why in my mind this is the last season. I'm so used to season 2s being the last season for shows. But I don't think they said anything about this being the last season.
They have numbers and no reason not to rise up against us.
Okay, finally acknowledging it.
I don't want more. I need time to think of what should be.
They already greenlit 2 more. Okay, damn. I'm guessing people were mad as hell about how Abel is depicted here. Because I don't know nothing about the Bible, but I know people were mad when they saw Peter. And like having this is Abel, this is another biblical figure. I'm sure people were angry about that one. Because he's a dumbass. Let's be honest. Oh yeah, definitely. Aside from the fact that all of the people from the Bible were not most likely, were Middle Eastern and brown.
Of course. Thank you both.
You don't have anyone more important here. Peter is doing everything but watching the door in this episode.
That's about the closest I've come to my little egg boy.
Aw, you guys gonna send his egg boys with him?
Is that? Not quite the same as the ones he lost, but maybe it's something.
Aw.
You can't see your
What the hell does she just do? What powers does she have? I'll tolerate them.
Thank you, Emily.
Oh yeah, because there is like
One friend here,
imps and stuff like that. Like there are hellborn creatures, so. Oh, I think they're gonna be a nice duo. I saw something.
Damn!
Ooh, is this Gravity? Listen, I wasn't trying to interrupt the song because it was a beautiful song, but all of the animation budget went to Gravity. Like, compare Gravity's animation we're about to see to the song that we just saw. Yeah, all of that animation budget went to Gravity, I'm not gonna lie. She is crashing out.
Interrupt your freaky.
Ooh!
I was hoping maybe.
Did y'all see she had the anime shading for a bit? You know when an anime character gets serious and then like half of their face becomes black? Oh my god.
I never got to.
I kind of wish Adam was silent.
You think I didn't already know?
Did you?
No fucking idea. You don't know? I don't know, babe.
I don't think I realized this when I was streaming, but this is basically a confirmation, a very sad one at that Lute had feelings for Adam. You know, really heartbreaking. If I care is another question, but you know, what can you do? I'm in a bit of an empathy drought when it comes to Lute, sorry.
I really do wonder what is in line for her arc. Is she ever gonna have that moment of realization where it's like, hey, this is kind of our fault. It's terminal. There's no remedy but to burn them all. After the princess has to pay. Oh shit, they playing songs in the background. Did y'all see that? Oh, vocals in the background was going Vindictus. That is cool. I love vocals in the background. The only, you think she'll die a villain? Somebody suggested earlier on her going to hell and like becoming this first angel that fell after Lucifer. I think that'd be really cool. You owe me a dad! You hear that, Caitlin Karaman? Eye for an eye? I'll stop. Okay, choreography. Okay, Disney knees. When they needed you, the only soul that's ever completed you. Maybe then you'll get a little heated too and understand why this is what I... Can't hit that note. I can see the clouds. You guys have to put up with my singing. All of the budget in general is in this song. Like, I'm so sorry. Sarah and Speaker of God, beautiful song. The budget was not there. Dominus. What does Dominus mean? Let me look that up. It means Lord or Master in Latin. I assume the other one meant victory or something. Vindicate. Vindicate, yes, vindicate. Why would you come back in after she nearly whooped your ass?
You realize that I'm covered in eyes, right? But I can
you'd like. Oh, right. Well, anyway.
Oh yeah, he is covered in eyes. Close all of them then, you cheater.
Sir Pentious.
How many people do y'all think shipped them already? I am surprised that her vengeance isn't focused at Vaggie, or even, I guess, I get it, not Nifty, because Nifty's not like a real main character, but out of all of them, Charlie, damn, I really thought it would have been at Vaggie, because Vaggie, I keep switching between saying Vaggie and Vaggie, sorry guys, but I'm surprised, like, she doesn't want to get Vaggie, because Vaggie, you know, the one took her arm, but also, as I already said, if Vaggie does indeed get killed, I do not care, because she set herself up by not killing, Lute. Other realms? Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you guys hear that? What are the other realms? Yeah, I was gonna say purgatory? Ooh, okay, world building. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, and Earth. I mean, I assume Earth, you can't reach Earth, hell from, or heaven or hell from Earth anyways. Oh, do you think they have, like, other religions, like, their versions of the afterlife? That'd be interesting. So I'm guessing these are like the heaven equivalents to the, what are they called? Gyosha? I forgot whatever they're called, but in Hell of Lost, whatever race the owl Stolas is, these kind of feel like the equivalent to that, but heaven's equivalent. Gyosha. Heavenly virtues. Oh, yes. Yes. That makes sense. But this implies that people can get in and out of heaven before. Didn't she just say he couldn't? Why can't he see it? Is she the only one who can go through the portal? Can she not let him peek his head through? I know, I'm just interested, where would people be coming from heaven? Like, where would they be coming from? Okay. Wow. Poor, I was about to call him Stolas. Poor Sir Pentious. I'm kind of glad that maybe he's stopping people from leaving heaven. Yeah, I'm just, in general, I was surprised by the fact that people could enter or leave heaven was, like, by choice. Lilith can communicate with her daughter using her phone. Yeah, I'm really confused by that. I would have thought that heaven and hell, like, completely cut off from one another, but, I don't know.
And there we have it, folks. That is my reaction to Season 2, Episode 2 of Hazbin Hotel. And I must say, this is definitely a step up from Episode 1 and Episode 3, but that will be a topic for another video. I truly am invested in Sir Pentious' character. I love his and Emily's little bond, and I love them tackling the question of how can heaven be a reward, the best place ever, if you cannot be with your loved ones. The character designs were on point, and I'm also really intrigued by the fact that other realms exist, and apparently heaven and hell were open to enter from outside forces before now. Like, I really want to know what that means. And as always, I'm frothing at the mouth to know more about Lilith. With that being said, I obviously have criticisms, and they mainly lie in how Lute and Sarah are handled, ironically enough, them being two exact opposites of my issue. Don't get me wrong, Sarah's current arc would be perfect if she had gone through the stages of grief for her ideals and was just now landing on acceptance, but this is the second time we've seen this character. And obviously she's still struggling, she's still asking the Speaker of God to tell her what to do when the Speaker of God is like, hey, you gotta handle this on your own, but I just wish we took a little bit more time to get there. I get it, she was faced with irrefutable proof, but at the same time, prejudice typically isn't logical, so I wish she held onto it for a little bit longer instead of immediately going into, oh crap, I was wrong, what have I done mode. So I guess in a sense, I wish she was a little bit more like Lute in her irrationality. As for Lute, actually, she herself is kind of fine. It's more so the fact that nobody around her is being logical, and like she is going full on hypocrite in front of everybody, and at no point does anyone think to say, hey man, that doesn't make sense, that's a bit contradictory, or something like that. It's not as if they all signed off on the extermination, so I wonder why nobody's called her out. It just ruins the suspension of disbelief a little bit. Maybe if it had just been that gravity scene where she was crashing out on her own, it'd be more easier to align with, but nonetheless, I'm very excited to see where these characters go in terms of plot. As I said before, I think I'm vastly more intrigued in the heaven plot than I am the hell plot, which is concerning because the main plot kind of takes place in hell, but I guess we'll just have to see if my opinion changes in later episodes. With that being said, that has been my Season 2 Episode 2 reaction. If you enjoy me yapping to my fullest extent, feel free to check out these two other videos where I do the exact same thing. With that being said, thank you for watching, consider subscribing, and I will see you all in a different universe. Bye!